Ali Bhutto Institute of Science and Technology. It's also Pakistan Dubai campus. His areas of specialization include logistics and supply chain management, soft skills, human resource management, information technology, global logistics system design, inventory planning, and warehousing. So far, he has conducted 56 workshops and 42 corporate trainings. He has published articles in 25 leading journals and published 5 books. Besides participating in 8 international conferences and 3 national conferences. With this enriched academic and industry background will undoubtedly enrich our understanding and inspire us to reach greater heights. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of Coimbatore Management Association and all present here. The session is yours, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Janet, for the nice introduction. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to extend my hearty thanks and deep sense of gratitude to Coimbatore Management Association, its President, Mr. R. Varadarajan, Secretary, Dr. N. Ravindran, and organizer, Mr. R. Sundaran Narasimhan. And since Dr. Janet has given a nice introduction, I think I can directly go into the topic. The topic which is given to me is logistics and supply chain management, which is my favorite topic because I have done my PhD itself in logistics and supply chain management only. Since I have worked in Gulf for around 15 years, I have chosen this logistics and supply chain management. This is a growing field. See, as far as the MBA is concerned, there are when I did my MBA at my University of Madras, there are roughly about 4 to 5 specializations only between 1994 and 1996 when I did it at University of Madras. Now put together all the specializations in the world, if you take the number of specialization, it's come to around 60 specializations in which logistics and supply chain management carries more weightage. The reason being, the world trade is happening for thousands of years. Thousands of years, the world trade is happening. Up to 2000, year 2000, if you take what and all has happened in the world trade, it got doubled in the last 20 years. The world trade got doubled in the last 20 years. That is the reason why logistics and supply chain management carries more significance. Lots of opportunities as well. What is logistics? What is supply chain management? Actually, supply chain management is the apt term. Logistics is an ad hoc, I can say, a wrong use of a name. Sometimes a name becomes very popular for no reason. No, like that, the logistics has become very popular because the term logistics has been derived from the Greek word logistikos. I repeat, the term logistics has been derived from the Greek word logistikos, which means skilled in calculating. Skilled in calculating. That is a meaning for the term logistics. What is skilled in calculating? Skilled in calculating the movement of goods from one step to the other. What are the various steps? That is what supply chain management explains. Supply chain management starts with the procurement. Supply chain management starts with procurement, manufacturing, warehousing, inventory, documentation, shipping, freight forwarding, and technology. Is it audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, some interruptions are there. I think, can I continue?
சரிடா டேய் எது நியூ மீட்டிங் கரெக்ட் தானா போயிட்டு டேய் இது என்னது டேய் யூஸ் அதெல்லாம் நான் சும்மா ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி போடுறேன்.
Could you please mute it so that my voice will be audible? I kindly request the participants to mute the audio. Finally, I will give 10 minutes for discussion. 10 to 15 minutes we can discuss the questions. I can answer.
இப்படிதான் இருக்கும் நினைக்கிறேன். எப்படி இருக்கும்னு எனக்கே தெரியல. எந்த ஐடியில வந்து எனக்கும் தெரியல. அந்த ஜோக்கர் ஒரே நிமிஷம் ஜோக்கர் பிச்சை ஜோக்கர் கூட என் தலைவன் ஜோக்கரை காணோம். ஜோக்கர் இருக்கேன். ஜோக்கர் போட்டோயா?
Dr. Janet, could you please advise the participants to mute so that my voice will be audible?
160 பேர் இருக்காங்கடா.
Okay, sir. Participants, please mute yourself.
As there are more than hundreds of participants are there, if you could mute it, my voice will be audible. Finally, I'll give you time for a discussion.
Excuse me, ma'am, from your outside, can you mute it, ma'am?
கௌதம் ஒரு பேரே காணாமடா. அவ்வளவு உட்காந்துருக்கேன். என் நேம் எங்கடா கட்டுச்சு? சும்மா சொன்னான்டா.
I think the host can mute it now.
என்ன புலம்புறான்? மூடிட்டு இருக்காங்க. மெசேஜ் பண்ணுங்க.
Janet, can I continue or I'll wait?
Yes, sir. Actually, I can't access this one, sir. So that's the main reason. So I will call CMA person, sir. 1 second, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
இப்படி ஹிப்பு தெரியற மாதிரி ட்ரெஸ் போட்டா ஃபியூச்சர்ல நான் மேரேஜ் பண்ண மாட்டேன் அப்படின்னு போட்டேன். அதுதான் இப்படி கந்தரகோலமா அடிச்சு வச்சிருக்கேன்னா, நீ எப்படி தெரியுமா இப்படி ஹிப்பு தெரியற மாதிரி மெசேஜ் பண்ணா ஃபியூச்சர்ல யாரையும் மேரேஜ் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க அந்த மாதிரி போட்டுருக்கேன். ஐயா இப்படி இப்பி ஐடி தானே? இபிஏடிஏயா? சரி தெரியறதையா?
Participants, do you hear me? See, I request all of you to mute. Do you hear it?
Okay. Thank you.
சரி தானே? இல்ல
So I think you can start, sir.
Okay. Let me continue. See, we were discussing about the meaning for logistics and supply chain management. What is logistics and what is supply chain management? That is what we were discussing. Logistics. The term logistics has been derived from the Greek word by name logistikos, which means skilled in calculating. What is skilled in calculating? Skilled in calculating the movement of goods from one step to the other. There are various steps in supply chain management. The skill you require for moving the goods from one step to the other is called as logistics. What is supply chain management? Creation and distribution of goods and services to the end user. I repeat, supply chain management means creation and distribution of goods and services to the end user. The word supply chain management itself gives a meaning. Chain. Everything goes in the form of a chain. First one in the supply chain is procurement, followed by manufacturing, warehousing, inventory, documentation, shipping, freight forwarding, technology. Everything happens in a sequence, in an order, in a chain. That is why it is called as supply chain management. Each and every individual component in a supply chain management is a logistical operation. Suppose if you are working as a freight forwarding manager, if you are into transportation, if you are into an individual component in supply chain management, you can very well say that you are a logistics person. But you can call yourself as a supply chain manager or a shipping officer, whatever it is, only if you are involved in a series of operations. For example, if you are into warehousing, you are handling the documentation, you are handling the shipping. That means you are a supply chain manager. Whereas logistics, it takes care of an individual component in supply chain management. So I repeat, supply chain management is a wider area where it starts from procurement and it ends with technology. Procurement, manufacturing, warehousing, inventory, documentation, shipping, freight forwarding, and technology. In a nutshell, supply chain management means creation and distribution of goods and services to the end user. This is the simple definition for supply chain management. I repeat, creation and distribution of goods and services to the end user. When you talk about creation, actually production comes. So, and distribution, naturally warehousing inventory comes. So, it is a simple definition for supply chain management. As I told you earlier, logistics means skilled in calculating the movement of goods from one step to the other. This is the meaning for logistics and supply chain management. This is a topic which you are going to see today. I started with the meaning of logistics and meaning of supply chain management. This is a very hot topic today. Lots of opportunities around the world. As I told you earlier, since zero up to 2000, in 2000 years, what has happened in the world trade? What has happened in the world trade got doubled in the last 20 years. The last 20 years, the world trade got doubled. That much trading is happening. It may be airways, seaways, land, by truck, rail, even pipelines. Everything is a mode of transportation by means of which the world trade has increased in the last 20 years. And that is why the opportunities in supply chain management is also very high. See, so I see a person who is raising the hand. What I will do is finally by 7:15 to 7:30, we can have the discussion. What are questions you have? You can keep it, you can write and keep it with you. We can discuss by 7:15. Okay. See, we will see each and every component, we will see one by one. First one is procurement. Procurement, we say purchasing. Purchasing or procurement. But actually, the word procurement is perfect because purchasing is an activity, whereas procurement is a process. You are working in an organization. Assume that you are working in an organization. You are purchasing something for your organization. That is procurement. Suppose you are buying some pencils or pen for your own purpose. That is purchasing. But for the same product you are purchasing for an organization means that is procurement. Why? Because you are answerable to someone. The quality, availability, and price. These are the factors which comprises procurement. So I repeat, procurement comprises three important components: availability of the product, quality, and price. So that's why I said procurement is a process, whereas purchasing is an activity. So that is the first function in logistics and supply chain management, where various opportunities are there around the world. There are various participants here. Some of you may be working, some of you may be students, but you should know that the opportunity for logistics and supply chain management is growing like anything. And around the world, the opportunities are plenty. But more than that, the opportunities are very high in Gulf areas. I worked in Dubai for 15 years and 2 years in Singapore. Comparatively, in the countries where the opportunities in logistics and supply chain management is high is in Singapore, Dubai, and Hong Kong, the third one. Why these countries thrive by means of logistics? What is the reason these countries thrive by means of logistics, especially Singapore and Dubai? Because they don't have any resources. Singapore is just a rock. Dubai is just a desert, a land, soil. How these countries are challenging the world today? in terms of trade, because what they do is they are going for logistics. What they're doing, for example, take Dubai, they are importing goods from countries like India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan to Dubai, and they are dumping it in their warehouses over there. Then from there, they are re-exporting it to other countries, Western countries, US, UK, Canada. That is what is happening in trade. So Dubai is in the center of the world. It is in the center of the world. 65% of the world population can be reached in 5 years. 65% of the world population can be reached in 5 years. Utilizing this geographical blessing, what they do is they import goods from Asian countries and they have it in their own warehouses in their country, and then they re-export to Western countries. In the same way, they import goods from Western countries and keep it in their warehouses in Gulf, and then they are going for re-exporting to Asian countries. This process is known as entry ports. ENTREPORT. This process is called as an entry port. That is bringing goods from some other country, just having it in their own home country, and then re-exporting to other countries. So this Dubai is an entry port, Singapore is an entry port, Hong Kong is an entry port. Why I'm mentioning these three countries means these are purely trading countries where they thrive by means of logistics and supply chain management. For example, take India. India is a country where we are, I can say it's an agricultural country, isn't it? It's an agricultural country, it is an industrial country. So many. So it is a trading country as well. But the countries which I have mentioned, they are thriving only by means of trade. Nothing else. Even they don't have any resources. 50 years back, if you take Dubai, it is a desert. So 70 years back, if you take Singapore, it is just a rock. Singapore was a part of Malaysia some 70 years ago. One time, Singapore asked Malaysia to declare themselves as a separate country. Like how Pakistan and Bangladesh were a part of India earlier, Singapore was a part of Malaysia at one point of time. Singapore wanted Malaysia to declare themselves as a separate country. Do you know what happened? Malaysia thought what they are going to do with this piece of rock. Because Singapore is a rock where Malaysia is like a fertile area. Malaysia is as big as Tamil Nadu, whereas Singapore is just half of Chennai only. It is just a place where there is no fertile areas. So Malaysia thought what they are going to do with this rock and declared Singapore as a separate country. Friends, do you know what is the current situation now? Malaysia is asking loan from Singapore, a country which has been declared as a separate country at one point of time. Now, for that country only, Malaysia is asking loan. But Malaysian ringgit is around 12 or 13 rupees today, where Singapore dollar has crossed some 60 or 70 rupees, you know very well. Reason being only because of the trade. Because Singapore focused on trade, and what I said as an entry port, they imported goods from other Asian countries, and then there is re-exporting to other countries. See, as I told you, there is not even water in Singapore. There is no water. They are importing water from Malaysia through pipelines under the. They're importing water through from Malaysia through pipelines under the sea. This is what about Singapore. Take example, Dubai. Dubai is, as I told you, it is also a place where there are no resources. There is also no water. They are going for desalination. So there also, see, if you take the country became very popular in the year 1971 only. And from since 1995, they were nowhere. Only after they understood that there are trade, they developed. See, many people think that Dubai is a country where there is known for they are known for oil. Interestingly, there is not much oil in Dubai. Dubai contributes 0.4% of the entire UAE. UAE means you know very well. Abu Dhabi, the capital, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Al Quwain, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah. These are the 7 emirates which comprises United Arab Emirates, in which Dubai has very, very less oil. It's a myth that we say Dubai is oil. Yes, it's a myth only. It's a misconception that we are saying it has oil. It contributes only 0.4% of the entire oil in Gulf, in the UAE. The Emirates like Abu Dhabi and Ras Al Khaimah are rich in oil. So once again, Dubai also thrives by means of trade. As I told you, it is going for re-export. Why I'm mentioning these two countries means not only just because I lived in these two countries, because these are the two countries which thrives by means of logistics and supply chain management. If you take the world map, you can see just Singapore and Dubai is just a dot in the world map. But today, 35 to 40% of the world trade is happening in these two countries. That much they are developed because of logistics. As I told you, the definition for logistics and supply chain management earlier, logistics means it is skilled in calculating. Supply chain management is creation and distribution of goods and services to the end user. To start with, I discussed about procurement, the first function of supply chain management, where as far as procurement is concerned, the main factors which comprises procurement are quality, availability, and price. These are the three factors which should be taken into consideration as far as procurement is concerned. So using the word purchasing is not the right apt term as far as supply chain management is concerned. So the right term to use is procurement. Next, manufacturing. For manufacturing or production, to be a very effective production or manufacturing one person, you need to focus on 3P, 3M. I'm sorry, 3M. Men, material, machines. Men, material, machines. Men means workers. Material means raw materials, machineries. If a person is going to handle these 3M very effectively, then he is a very good production manager. So procurement, manufacturing. Next comes warehousing. Warehousing, India we popularly called as godown. Godown or warehousing. Friends, it is wrong to use the word godown. Godown means we normally use in India and countries like Pakistan. But actually, godown means go down. The word godown means Godown. The word godown means go down. They keep the goods below the ground at those times. In a shop or a warehouse in a place, they go below and get the goods. So that's what they say, go down. And the word colloquially became very popular and became godown. So these words are not very popular in Western countries, and even in Gulf also, people doesn't know what is godown. So it is right to use the word warehousing. Warehousing. What is warehousing? Warehousing is a place to safeguard the goods. To safeguard the goods. Then to protect the goods from damage and deterioration. First objective of warehousing is to safeguard the goods. Next, to protect the goods from damage and deterioration. To have a third objective is to have a detailed account of information about the goods. Third, to have a detailed account of information about the goods. And the fourth one, to have a steady supply of goods. Friends, I repeat, the objectives of warehousing is, first one is to safeguard the goods, to keep the goods safely. Why? Second objective is to protect the goods from damage and spoilage, deterioration. To have a steady supply of goods. To have a detailed account of information about the goods so that you can go for a steady supply of goods. These are all the objectives of warehousing. Warehousing is a science, whereas inventory is an art. Any subject when we read, it may be human resource management or generally management also. Certain subjects comes under arts, certain subjects comes under science. What are all arts? So for example, if you take psychology, economics, geology, literature, these are some subjects which comes under art. Physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, microbiology, biochemistry, mathematics. These are some of the subjects which comes under science. What is logistics? What is supply chain management? What does it come under? It's a combination of both art as well as science. Like management, supply chain management also is a combination of both art as well as science. For example, if you take warehousing, it's a science. Documentation, it's a science. Inventory, it is an art. Shipping and forwarding, it is an art. That's why I told it is a combination of both art as well as science. What does inventory? See, first one I said, hope you remember. First one I said purchasing or procurement. It use the word procurement. Next, manufacturing or production. Next, warehousing or godown. But you should use the word warehousing. Next, inventory or stock. Inventory or stock. The word stock is very popular in UK and the word inventory is very popular in US. Both the words can be used. What is inventory? Inventory is grading the goods. Inventory is grading the goods based upon the usage and importance. Based upon the usage and importance, the goods which are kept in the warehouse can be cited as inventory. It is an art. Inventory controller affects the balance sheet of the company. Inventory controller affects the profit and loss account of the company. In important company meetings, inventory controller will be called because his strategy may affect the company. See, all those which you read in accounting and management, like ABC analysis, the goods which are in high use can be categorized as A. The goods which are in low use are medium use are categorized as B. The goods which are in low use are categorized as C. The same way, XYZ analysis, General Motors contribution to inventory, what you studied about the FIFO, LIFO, average cost, all these things contribute to inventory. So you should how to store the goods, which one to give first, sell first. That is first in first out, last in first out. All those strategies comes under inventory. So procurement, manufacturing, warehousing, inventory. Next comes documentation. See, if you have a thorough knowledge about documents, you can become a document controller, which has wide opportunities all over the world. Every company in UAE requires a document controller. Every company in UAE requires a document controller. Why? Because all the products comes from other countries only, because they are rearing camels and eating dates. There are no products over here. So every product for that country comes from the other country. So every company requires a document controller. What is document? Documentation is a separate main area in logistics. What are the documents which you need to familiarize with? First one is pro forma invoice. Pro forma invoice. I will tell the 10 documents which are very popular, which you need to know compulsorily if you are into document controlling. Pro forma invoice, letter of credit, commercial invoice, packing list, insurance certificate, certificate of origin, doc receipt, airway bill, bill of lading, insurance certificates. And my dear friends, if you have a thorough knowledge about these 10 documents, you can become a document controller, which has a very good job opportunity in almost all the countries. In Gulf countries and trading countries, it is very popular. By the examples which I give, you may be thinking that why I'm giving examples only like Singapore or Dubai, means they are out and out a trading country. Of course, opportunities are all over the world. If you go to Canada, you go to Europe, US, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere the opportunity is there. But these countries thrive only by means of logistics. That is why I'm focusing on these countries. Okay. I narrated you 10 documents. Let me explain one by one what is the significance of each and every document. Pro forma invoice. It is a document which initiates the logistical operation. Suppose I am the exporter, you are the importer. Based upon the discussion between you and me, I am sending you the pro forma invoice. Pro forma invoice is a document which includes all the details about trading. Who is the name of the beneficiary? Beneficiary means exporter. And one more thing I want to very specifically mention to you is that if you are into logistics, you should not use the word exporter importer at all. As far as the banking activity is concerned, the exporter importer are called as beneficiary and applicant. I repeat, as far as the banking activity is concerned, the exporter and importer are called as beneficiary and applicant. As far as the port activities are concerned, the exporter and importer are called as consignor, consignee. Suppose if you are working for a shipping company, you are working for a freight forwarding company, you should not use the word exporter, importer. You should use the word consignor, consignee. If you are working for a bank, involved in letter of credit, you should use the word beneficiary and applicant. So from now onwards, you should not use the word exporter, importer. You should use the word beneficiary and applicant if you are into banking, and if you are into port activities, you should use the word consignor, consignee. So assume that I am the beneficiary and you are the applicant. And based upon the quotation given by you, I will be sending you the pro forma invoice. Pro forma invoice is a document which includes all the information which we discussed over the phone or chatting or the quotation sent by you. What and all a proforma invoice comprises? A proforma invoice comprises name of the beneficiary with address, name of the applicant with address. I repeat, as I told you, beneficiary means exporter, applicant means importer. So name of the beneficiary with address, name of the applicant with address, Incoterms, port of origin, port of destination, currency, description about the goods. Almost one doubt is there. Sir, one doubt. Beneficiary means receiving as per export. Sir, what I can do is, I'm going in a flow, Mr. Deva Dayalan. What I will do is, by 7:15 sharp, I will stop. But from 7:15 to 7:30, we can have a discussion. Is it comfortable? Please note down whatever questions you have. What we can do is, so 15 minutes, we're going to only to discuss. Thank you. Okay, fine. Thank you. So, documentation means I told you the first one is proforma invoice, followed by proforma invoice is a document which initiates the logistical operation, where it contains all the information which I said so far. That is name of the beneficiary with address, applicant with address, currency, Incoterms, description about the goods, port of origin, port of destination, packing information, etc. Then letter of credit, next second document. See, I'm going to tell you about 10 documents which you need to have a thorough knowledge, which fetches you a good job or promotion of the job. A letter of credit is a conditional bank guarantee of payment for supplied goods. I tell you, letter of credit is a conditional bank guarantee of payment for supplied goods. See, I am the beneficiary, you are the applicant. Assume that I am in Dubai, you are in India. I am having account with the National Bank of Dubai in Dubai. You are having account with the State Bank of India. Okay, my bank in Dubai is advising bank. Your bank in India is a issuing bank. So there are 4 participants in international business. I repeat, there are minimum of 4 participants in international business. They are beneficiary, that is me, exporter, applicant, you, that is a importer, my bank, advising bank, the bank with which I am having the account. The bank with which you are having the account is issuing bank. So everything revolves around these 4 participants: beneficiary, applicant, advising bank, issuing bank. Okay. What happens? You send me the quotation based upon which I'll be sending you the proforma invoice. You receive the proforma invoice from me. You are the applicant. And what do? You submit the proforma invoice to your bank, issuing bank. The issuing bank, based upon the proforma invoice, issues the LC, letter of credit, and sends it to my bank, advising bank. The advising bank checks the LC and forwards it to me. What do I do as an exporter, as a beneficiary? I check the applicant, I check the proforma invoice with the LC copy, and if it matches, I will call you and say, we can go for the deal. I sign the copy and send it to my bank. My bank takes the copy and sends it to your bank. Based upon the terms and conditions in the LC, the payment is done by the issuing bank to the beneficiary through the advising bank. Maybe little technical. Those who are new to logistics may find it little uncomfortable. So I'm making it very simple. There are 4 participants in international business: beneficiary, applicant, advising bank, issuing bank. Okay. LC means it's a conditional bank guarantee of payment for supplied goods. 100% the exporter has to send the goods. 100% the importer has to make the payment. Based upon the conditions in the LC, it's a bank guarantee. LC is a bank guarantee. So once again, if we tell you the definition, you will understand it very clearly. LC means letter of credit. L/C. Letter of credit is mentioned as L/C. It means a letter of credit. The meaning for LC is a conditional bank guarantee of payment for supplied goods. That means 100% the exporter has to send the goods. The importer has to make the payment. It's based upon the conditions mentioned in the LC, it's a bank guarantee. What will happen if the payment is not done? If someone is not doing what has been mentioned in the LC? Friends, I'm teaching you international law. LC is framed, regulated, modified, and updated by ICC. since the World Cricket cricket is going on, you may be thinking that ICC means International Cricket Council. So as far as logistics is concerned, ICC means International Chamber of Commerce. The origin is in France. It's in Paris. Now it has its branches all over the world. In Coimbatore, it is an Avinashi Road. So it is a law, failing which legal action can be taken against the other person. Person can be sued by means of which, if they are not going to follow the terms and conditions, because LC, Incoterms, all these terms are framed by the ICC, International Chamber of Commerce. So 100% your payment is assured if you are going through LC. Just imagine you are getting a very good order from a person, you are into export and import, you are getting a very good order from a person from the other part of the world. Say, take for example, for Nigeria. You're getting a very good order, wonderful order. What do you do as an exporter? You send the goods based upon the order. Finally, you didn't get the payment. Then, what is the meaning in trade? Operations, there is a saying, no, operation success and patient right. The same way, it's, if you are sending the goods and you are not getting the payment. So to safeguard you only, ICC has come out with terms like LC and Incoterms. I repeat again, now you will understand. It is a conditional bank guarantee of payment for separate goods. Okay, two documents we have discussed so far. One is pro forma invoice, followed by letter of credit. Third one is commercial invoice. Commercial invoice carries all the commercial information about the goods, like complete description about the goods, the price, port of origin, port of destination. These kind of commercial information will be there in the commercial invoice. It's one of the very important document as far as trading is concerned. So that's a third document, commercial invoice. Fourth document is packing list. Packing list involves all the information about packing. It includes the details about the packing, that is the number of pack, size of the pack, dimensions of the pack, shape of the pack, size of the pack. All the information about packing will be there, mentioned in the packing list. That is one of the important document in trade. Packing, sometimes you can do by yourself, or you can go for 3PL. The word 3PL is very famous in logistics. Most of you might be knowing that 3PL means third party logistics. 3PL means third party logistics. Anything which could be outsourced. I repeat, anything which could be outsourced as a 3PL. As far as marketing is concerned, advertising is a very good example for 3PL. The companies like Trachea Gray, Clarion, Sister Sachi and Sachi, Sasi, one is a Coimbatore-based advertising agency. These are the very good examples for 3PL. As far as logistics is concerned, warehousing and freight forwarding and shipping are considered as very good examples for 3PL. Anyone who is coming in between the buyer and the seller is called as 3PL. I repeat, anyone who is coming in between the buyer and the seller is called as 3PL. It is outsourcing. If you are too good in a particular activity, if you are too good in a particular specific activity, you can start your own 3PL organization. Nowadays, it has more value. Because everyone cannot be a master in all the areas. There's a saying, no, do not be the jack of all trades and master of none, be otherwise. This is applicable in logistics. One particular area, if you're very focused in logistics, opportunities are plenty. Okay, four documents we discussed so far. Pro forma invoice, letter of credit, commercial invoice, packing list. Fifth one is certificate of origin. Certificate of origin is one of the important documents which is issued by the Chamber of Commerce. I told you, Chamber of Commerce is in almost all the cities in Coimbatore as well. First, the headquarters is in Paris. First, ICC was started, ICC International Chamber of Commerce was started in the year 1919 in Paris. And the first the Incoterms, they framed the Incoterms in the year 1936. Then 45, 54, 2000, 2010, 20, they have updated. If time permits, I will discuss about Incoterms, or else you can have a knowledge about Incoterms in so many websites, it's available. Okay, certificate of origin is a document which has to be produced. The document is, as I told you, it is issued by the Chamber of Commerce. The document, the document includes where the product is originally from. Sometimes you are getting a product from, you may be getting a product from Gulf, Dubai, but the product may be from UK. So it will be mentioned very clearly where the product is originally from. is from China or some other country, it will be mentioned in the certificate of origin, which is issued by the Chamber of Commerce. Friends, we have discussed so far. For my invoice, packing list, certificate of origin. Sixth one is shipping order. When you are going for booking a shipping company, the document issued by the shipping company is called as shipping order. Performa invoice is issued by the beneficiary. Letter of credit is issued by the issuing bank. Commercial invoice issued by the beneficiary. Packing list is issued by the 3PL or the beneficiary. Certificate of origin is issued by the Chamber of Commerce. Shipping order is issued by the shipping company. Suppose you are going to enjoy the services of a shipping company. That particular shipping company will be issuing the document which is known as shipping order. Next one is, see, shipping company and freight forwarding. Shipping and freight forwarding, you need to know the difference between these two terms. Shipping means the one who own vessels. The one who own vessels are the shipping company. Freight forwarders are those who sell the space of the shipping company to the exporters for which they get the commission. Freight forwarders are those who sell the space of the shipping company to the exporters for which they get the commission. This is the difference between shipping and freight forwarding. Okay, coming to the seventh document, that is dock receipt. Dock receipt, when you load the goods into the vessel, the vessel, the person who is in charge of the vessel, captain or captain may be busy all the time. So a person who is in charge will be giving the dock receipt. That means you loaded the goods onto the vessel. A big voluminous vessel, just assume that sometimes you may be loading the goods today, I'll be loading the goods tomorrow. So exactly that date will be mentioned in the dock receipt. See, the word, there's a term called date of shipment in the BL. The date of shipment means the date with which the goods are loaded onto the vessel. Date of shipment means the date with which the goods are loaded onto the vessel. Okay, dock receipt. Next is airway bill. Airway bill is a document meant for air shipment. Bill of lading. Lading, L-A-D-I-N-G. L-A-D-I-N-G. It is not L-O-A-D. It is L-A-D-I-N-G. Bill of lading. It is mentioned as B/L. Like letter of credit, we mentioned it as L/C. No, in the same way, bill of lading, we mentioned it as B/L. Bill of lading is a transport document meant for sea shipment. Compared to airway bill, bill of lading carries more weightage. The reason being, majority of the goods goes by means of sea shipment. If you take the transport of the world, around 65% transport, or 70 you can say, of the transport goes by means of sea shipment. Because sea shipment may not be the best way of shipment, but it's ideal because you can save money. You can, as far as profit concerned, sea shipment is the best. Because 4 to 5 times the air shipment will be costlier when compared to sea shipment. So the last one is insurance certificate, which is issued by the insurance company. Once upon a time, getting the insurance certificate is an option. Now it has become mandatory. Yes, friends, these are the 10 documents which are meant for trading. Pro forma invoice issued by the beneficiary. Letter of credit issued by the uh, issuing bank. Commercial invoice issued by the beneficiary. Packing list issued by the beneficiary or 3PL. Certificate of origin issued by the Chamber of Commerce. Shipping order issued by the shipping company. Dock receipt by the vessel member. Airway bill by the airline company. Bill of lading by the shipping company. And the insurance certificate by the insurance organization. In these 10 documents, 5 documents are very, very important. Yeah, beneficiary or exporter has to produce 5 documents compulsorily. A set of documents they have to produce. Two sets they have to produce. 2 sets they have to produce. 1 set, I mean, you are the applicant means I am the. You are the applicant, I am the beneficiary. I have to produce 5 documents, 2 sets. That is the first most important document is the bill of lading, followed by packing list, followed by commercial invoice, followed by certificate of origin, followed by insurance certificate. These 5 documents I will produce 2 sets, and 1 set the beneficiary will be sending it to the applicant's bank for the payment, and 1 set will go to the port for the clearance of the goods. So a minimum of 2 originals has to be produced, and 1 set will go to the bank for the payment, and another set should be produced in the port for the clearance of the goods. So these are the all about documents. It's a vast area. I try to I've given you in a capsule form. It's because of the time given is for me so now. So I given a capsule form. Please go and study about these documents, which you'll be knowing. Yes, I'll give you a rough idea only. So as far as the functions of logistics, we have discussed so far procurement, manufacturing, warehousing, inventory, documentation. Next one is shipping and freight forwarding. I think it's about shipping and freight forwarding. I've discussed to you earlier in documentation itself. Shipping and forwarding is a main area in logistics. So as I told you earlier, shipping means one who own vessels. Freight forwarding or those people who are will sell the space of the shipping company to the exporters for which they get the commission. And technology also plays the role because you know very well there are various ERPs, enterprise resource planning, Oracle Financials, SAP, PeopleSoft, Bond, AS 400. These are all the various ERPs today. In this as far as India is concerned, they're using SAP. And Western countries, Oracle Financials is very popular. So every MNC, almost 80 to 90% of the MNCs, they're using ERP today for their various trading activities. So these are the 7 functions of logistics and supply chain management: procurement, manufacturing, warehousing, inventory, documentation, shipping and freight forwarding, technology. In that, I will I'll name the Incoterms. Uh, hope I won't be having time for to explain all these things, but I will tell the terms. Please read it. That is very much important in logistics and supply chain management. As far as Incoterms 2020 is concerned, the latest Incoterms are there are 11 Incoterms. One is EXW, EXWorks. That means exporter packing the goods. All the other activities will be done by the importer. FCA, the exporter packing the goods and keeping it in his factory. All the other activities will be done by the importer. FAS, till the goods are kept near the vessel, all the activities are done by the exporter. FOB, till the goods are kept inside the vessel, all the activities are done by the exporter, that is FOB. CFR, the exporter takes care of the freight. CIF, exporter takes care of the freight and insurance. Then there is an Incoterm called CPT, and there is an Incoterm called CIP. CPT is like CFR, and CIP is like CFR, the same meaning only. The first two is meant for sea shipment, and the second two is meant for other modes of transport. Then there is one Incoterm called a DAP, delivered at a place. From packing till the goods reaches the exporter's port, all the activities will be done by the exporter. That is delivered at place. DPU means delivered at place unloaded. That is from packing till the goods gets unloaded in the exporter's ports. All the activities are done by the exporter. And the last Incoterm, the 11th Incoterm is DDP, delivered duty paid. This Incoterm I'll explain to you very in detail so that you'll have a complete idea of Incoterms. Assume that you are the importer and I am the exporter. The agreement between you and me is GDP. What do I do is I pack the goods, I take the goods in my vehicle, I go to the ports, I take care of the export clearance, I keep the goods not only near the vessel but also inside the vessel. I pay the freight, I pay the insurance, I take the goods to your country, unload the goods in the vessel, take care of the import clearance, and give the goods and deliver the goods in your factory. This is called DDP. So in DDP, the exporter is doing everything and the importer is doing nothing. In EXW, the importer is doing everything and the exporter is doing nothing. So there are 11 probabilities with which the goods starts in the exporter's factory till it reaches the importer's factory. So any Incoterm you can fix based upon the demand between the demand of the product, price of the product. All these factors are taken into consideration before they go on to a particular Incoterm. Okay, as a time is over, I'll stop here. So about the functions of logistics, Incoterms here and LC, I gave a rough idea about that. Hope you found useful. Any questions you can raise, I will answer it. You can even type the question. I'll see it and answer. You can type the question. I didn't get any questions so far.
Sir, I am Muruganathan.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Sir, what are the recent improvements in logistics technology, sir? Technology.
What are the reasons?
In technologically, how our logistics have improved, changed recently?
See, so many, sir. I can tell. Sorry, every aspect it has increased. It has developed. See, as far as containers also, if you take earlier, just the containers means okay, just to use for moving the goods from one place to another. Now, if you take artificially refrigerated containers have come. So if you see perishable goods, they will be sending only by means of air shipment. Perishable goods they'll be sending only by means of air shipment. Nowadays, if you see, even perishable goods they're sending by containers because artificially refrigerated containers have come. Companies like African President Line, companies like Maersk, Sealand, all these are famous shipping companies. Honeywell, Hapag-Lloyd. These companies have come out with wonderful containers where the products can be kept even for a long period of time. And this far as containerization is concerned, as I told you earlier, ERP is one software which is used in logistics. Where a knowledge about SAP will sure there are various modules in SAP. Even if you want to be in inventory, you can read inventory module. If you want to be good in warehousing, you can read warehousing module. Every uh, uh, for procurement, warehousing, inventory, everything there is a module. So if you want to focus on one particular module, also there you can develop it. So if you are so take Oracle Financials. Also, there is various modules. SAP also there is having various modules. One goes into logistics. If they read a particular module, certainly there are various opportunities for them to develop. And
Thank you.
there is a question. Thank you. Okay, sir. Hope you got the answer. And there is a question by Manisa Pandian. Sir, suggest us some online courses to improve our knowledge to get placed in operations stream and the intense scope in operations stream. See, as far as online courses concerned, there are lots and lots of courses, ma'am. But I will tell you, if you are into logistics, I don't know whether you are into logistics or not. See, as I suggested, you can do in SAP. If not, at least a WMS, warehouse management system. There is a course by name warehouse management system. So you can do it. Which will be very useful if you want to grab an opportunity in warehousing. Or you can, as I told you, in ERP also you can do. Oracle Financials, SAP. Oracle Financials can do from Oracle Corporation. It is a opportunity for getting a wonderful job is very plenty. The SAP you can do from Siemens. And course means online course for a short time. I won't suggest, ma'am, as far as loss is concerned, because if it is MBA course, it's better. Um, just doing for a short term course for a short period of time uh, won't do. It won't be better. So what I suggest to you is you can do is technology rich course like SAP or WMS or Oracle Financial. That will be better. Nirupama's question. Suggest some online platforms to learn about SAP. Ma'am, SAP is a very costly software. Just what I can suggest you is, um, if you want to get a thorough knowledge, there are so many institutes that are offering SAP, so many in the world. But if you ask me personally, I will suggest you to do it from Siemens, a little bit costly only. That is better. Or try to grab an opportunity in a company where they have already implemented SAP. 80 to 90% of the MNCs today, they have implemented SAP. So better get an opportunity in the company where you can learn from the company itself. Two options I'll give you for Nirupama. That is, first one is you can get a job, try to get a job in a company where they have already implemented SAP. As I told you already, 80 to 90% of the MNCs, they have implemented ERP. Or if you are no problem about money means, please do SAP from Siemens or Oracle from Oracle Corporation. Else, whatever money you are using, according to me, it's the best. This is my point of view, my perception. Hope you got the answer. Lochana, good evening, sir. Are the courses given by edutech companies worthwhile for students like us in supply chain management area? or should we have to directly do it in corporate trainings? Ma'am, see, it's purely based upon the trainer, ma'am. I'm basically a corporate trainer. In the Gulf, I have given training to around 42 companies. If you ask me personally, I will tell you it all depends upon the person who is giving you the training. Why I'm suggesting you means Oracle Financials and SAP from Siemens means I have got a training in Oracle Financials from Oracle Corporation itself. Wonderful trainers I got. Uh, they are very good at it. So from experience only I'm sharing with you, because many times many people have given a negative feedback about some institutes. Sir, we are not getting as per the value for our money, like that they are saying. That's why. So Devadayalan has given asked a question. Sir, logistics and supply chain better work can we do in abroad? Please give clear definition. Sir, obviously, Mr. Devadayalan, I'm one example sitting in front of you. I have worked in Gulf for 15 years. I worked in various companies. I'm a freelancer actually. I got my own visa. I worked in various places. I'm a consultant. I worked in various institutes, universities, colleges. Wonderful opportunities. As I told you already, Dubai is a country known for trade. If you are good in one particular area, that is, I told you 10. That is 10 documents which I have told you. No? In this, but 10 documents, if you are very good at it, you can get a job in documentation. Having good scope in abroad, obviously, Mr. Devadayalan, and very good opportunities, especially in Gulf, Singapore, Hong Kong. Top three country means Singapore, followed by UAE, followed by Hong Kong. These are three countries. Apart from that, you can even fly to US, UK, Canada also. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Devadayalan. Any other questions, or I'll stop here? Dr. Janet asked one question. Can you suggest what are the jobs are available in this sector, especially for women? Dr. Janet, documentation was one field meant exclusive for women. But personally, if you ask my question, my perception is that I have seen there's a perception that women can do better in documentation and men can do better in shipping and inventory. But I have seen women doing wonderfully well in inventory and men doing good in documentation. So it's a perception only. But as far as like people say front office means girls are better, HR means women are better. Like that they're saying the same in logistics also. They say that documentation means only the girls can do better. Like that there is an opinion. You can make use of that. You can make use of that by having a thorough knowledge about documentation. Minimum you can get 6,000 to 8,000 dirhams in Gulf, which comes to around minimum 1.5 lakhs in Indian currency. Opportunities are plenty. And this subject, as far as this subject, logistics and supply chain management is concerned, I will tell you, only if you're working at least for 2 years in a foreign soil, you get to know the other side of the coin. A coin has two sides, head and tail. If you're sitting on just in India and telling that I'm good in logistics means I'm sorry. Only if you're knowing the other, if I'm showing a coin to you, I'm seeing the head, you're seeing the tail. Only if you are working in a foreign country, you will know the complete tricks of the trade. So my personal suggestion to you will be that at least work for 2 years in a foreign soil minimum. It's up to you. So that you'll know the complete tricks of the trade. You can start your own organization also. Starting a freight forwarder company is very simple. I will suggest you some tips. When free time, please go and see www.javsa.ae. Javsa.ae. JAFZA. Jebel Free Zone Authority, which is the 11th largest port in the world. Which is the 11th largest port in the world. When at the time you go for having a tea, in the time you can start a company. That much it is user friendly nowadays. So JAFSA, Jebel Free Zone Authority, DAFSA.ae, Dubai Airport Free Zone Authority. Then for people who are want a job in Gulf means Emirates Group. Please apply Emirates Group Carriers. Emirates Group Carriers.com. Wonderful opportunities are there in that particular organization. That also you can apply.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Janet, for this
I am
opportunity.
Muruganathan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, 2 days back, I read an article on logistics efficiency,
Yes, sir.
improved logistics efficiency of India. I like to share some interesting information.
Please, sir. Please, sir.
Every year, a World Bank releases a logistics performance index.
Yes, sir.
And for 2023, they have released it, and our efficiency has improved considerably.
Yes, sir.
Out of the 139 countries, we are now in 38th position.
Glad
Last
to hear
year,
that, sir.
we were in 44th position.
Oh, glad to hear that, sir. Very glad to hear that, sir.
Improved.
Sir, thanks for sharing the information, sir.
Then
In
another
that I want,
information is the dwelling time in the Indian ports has
Yes, sir.
considerably reduced. In Germany, it is 10 days. In USA,
sir.
it is 7 days. In South Africa and UAE, it's 4 days. But in India, the average dwell time is just 3 days.
Oh,
Just 3 days, sir. And
great, sir. Great.
World Bank has given a good comment about India with the introduction of cargo tracking.
Oh,
We are using the technology very well. With the
Yes, sir.
introduction of cargo tracking, dwell time in Vizag port has fallen from 32.5 days in 2015 to 5.3 days in 2019.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Remarkably, we have improved.
Sir, true, sir. Sir, see, I worked in Dubai. Dubai has 203 nationalities, out of which, see, it's a multinational, multicultural, multilingual country. Whenever I ask the students over there, no, we are from a country with all the resources. Just to think about why we are here. Like that, I used to ask the students when I was in Dubai. Any company, when they want to start a business, any company, when they start the business, their first option is India, sir. The first option is India. The reason being, we are a country with varied people. You want to sell a costly product, we can sell it. The cheapest product, we can say it. We are an urban country, rural country, semi-urban country, and semi-rural country. So that's why opportunities are plenty, and the future loss is going to grow like anything. And anyone who wants me suggestions from my side, since I am in doctorate in logistics, I will strongly suggest the students to opt this particular specialization where it will grow till 2035. There is no saturation in this field, sir. So that's all from my side. Any questions, or I'll finish it? Dr. Janet, we can finish it off?
Yes, once.
Yeah, Dr. Janet?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, you can give your vote of thanks, no?
Okay, sure.
No.
Good evening to all. I consider it as a great privilege to propose vote of thanks to all dignitaries and students who have witnessed it as a memorable and successful event. As we come to the end of this session on the topic logistics and supply chain management, on behalf of Coimbatore Management Association, we extend our deepest appreciation to all those who have contributed to the success of this event. First and foremost, our sincere thanks to our esteemed guest, Dr. L. Karthikeyan, Director of MBA, Nehru College of Management, Coimbatore, who has shared his insights, knowledge, and expertise in the field of logistics and supply chain management. Today's session was full of knowledge, and it has given us deep insight into the procurement, manufacturing, warehousing, inventories, documentation, and some job opportunities, etc. Your insights have undoubtedly contributed to a broader understanding of the critical role played by logistics and supply chain management in various sectors. Once again, I'm thanking you on behalf of CMA for an impactful delivery of content. We extend our heartfelt thanks to management committee members of CMA, faculty members for various institutions for an unwavering support. A special note of thanks to the members of CMA CMA office for this event's smooth execution. I thank all the students in the virtual platform. Let's continue to meet and interact for better connection and collaboration. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening ahead.
My hearty
Thank-
thanks to Coimbatore Management Association for this
Thank
wonderful
you, sir.
opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Wish you happy Diwali, sir.
Uh,
Happy Diwali to everyone, sir.
Happy Diwali, ma'am.
Janet?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ma'am.
thank
Happy
you.
Diwali to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay,
all.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank
Bye.
you.
Bye
Take care.
bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay then.